Cue the intro music. What's going on, everyone? It's your boys, your local realtors, the Jax Dudes. I am your co-host, Shamie Barrett.
And I am your other co-host, Alan Paraso. And we are out here representing for Exit Real Estate Gallery. Did I say that already?
Shout-outs? No, not yet.
We're starting to do videos, just a couple of things that we could put out there for people who are wanting to buy or sell out there. Yep. I think it'd be really nice to already have information at the palm of your hands, and you can kind of see what's up and what to do, what the process is like. And then, of course, if you like what you see, please like, comment, subscribe.
Somewhere here. Somewhere in this area.
We haven't figured that out yet.
We'll figure it out.
But just do that.
So let's first off, I guess let's just kind of talk about, you already kind of said why we're doing it.
Well, first off,
I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish.
I have a bunch of local artists that I buy their shirts from, so I think I might be featuring them in some of our videos just so I can show the love to them. You know, we're all about being part of the local scene. So first shirt that I'm wearing right here, what's up? It's a Duval tee. It's actually called My Heart is in Duval. My homie Armando made it, him and his crew. They're called Jam Clothing, so I'm gonna put the link below. They have some pretty cool stuff that you can check out, and so this was the first shirt that they came out with, and I love it. It's one of my favorite shirts, and I wear it all the time. So shout outs to you.
Piggybacking off what he said, we kind of had this channel to lead people in the right direction, get some information out there if you're a little lost and you don't know where to start, or you're too shy to ask questions for anyone. That's why we're here. That's why we made this channel here. Ding.
Cool.
But yeah, so initially the first thing that came to our minds when we were thinking of topics of discussion, kind of our, I don't want to say target audience, because we've done pretty much anything we could think of so far. Our social sphere and friends are first-time homebuyers, right?
Yeah, I mean, we're pretty much at the age of, and I'm 27. He's 21. It's okay. You don't have to tell your real age. It's okay.
I have Benjamin Button disease.
But a lot of our friends, they are now getting married. They are now having children. They love Jacksonville. They see that it's growing, so they want to continue their lives here and kind of be a part of it, be a part of the growth. So, first-time home buyers.
There it is.
First-time home buyers.
First-time. So, I guess initially, when we were trying to throw some ideas around, we wanted to come around the 5 points we have. Where should we put it? Should we put it up here somewhere? Right here?
5 points. First point right here.
Ding. Know your budget, right there.
Know your budget. Now that's a really, really good point, because that's actually where you should be starting off with. We're hoping that later we can get with our preferred lender. His name is Ricky McWilliams with Bank of England. We'll put him on the channel just so you guys know, you see a face. He can educate you a little bit about how things work in regards to obtaining a loan.
Mm-hmm. We'll definitely have him on almost every quarter. Every financing changes all the time.
Yeah,
and it's best you hear it from someone.
Oh yeah,
in his field,
the expert. And there are definitely a lot of down payment assistance type of programs, which we'll let him talk about. Yeah, know your budget.
Yeah.
Why do you think that's important?
I think to a point, yeah, it's really nice to kind of fantasize about. I think a lot of us always want this house that's a mansion or whatever you think, but I think realistically we have to see what the target is, where you want to be at, what your plan is for the future.
Yeah, I mean, and with knowing your budget, of course, talking to the lender, getting pre-approved. And sometimes what we've noticed is the customers that we work with, they'll get the pre-approval and they'll see a number and they're like, oh my gosh, I want to hit that number. I'm like, hold on. You don't have to hit the number. Listen, you don't have to hit the number. Mm-hmm. Let's be realistic, because what is your monthly payment going to be? Yeah. That is probably one of the most important parts, because you don't want to be house poor. I'm telling you right now, don't be house poor. Very
popular word.
Do not be sitting there eating top ramen noodles and PB&J sandwiches for dinner every night. okay?
Unless you like it, then you can do it. But I mean,
Hey.
it's best just to kind of realistically say, I want to spend this much a month on top of utilities and everything else you might have, and then kind of go from there. So that's
Remember,
really
you're
jump
becoming a homeowner, so with that comes
on. Responsibilities.
bang.
I think that's really the main thing, is that once you realize you have that, then I think we could take that next step, which is know your realtor. Hi.
What's up, guys?
Just in case you didn't know anyone. I think the next step would definitely be to get at me, know me. Particularly with someone you definitely want to kind of, not quote unquote interview, but want to get a feel for them. I know my weakness, it'd probably be a lot of like the newer builds, but Alan, that's your boy. That's why we're together. That's why we're a team.
Bang.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into
It was mainly focused on investment properties, financial numbers. That's my bread and butter. But yeah, definitely know your realtor. I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, we've come across situations where, we were, I don't like to say interviewed, but basically interviewed, and we came out to be the stronger option because of the way that we work, our chemistry, our flow. I personally like working with another person, and so does Shamie. So when the chemistry looks good like that, the whole entire process just flows a lot easier.
What I like to do is know the person personally. I like to know background. I want to know why it is that you're buying a home.
But it's just for the benefit of you. I mean, we just want the best experience for you all. That's our main focus.
So definitely shop around, get a feel for them. If you feel uncomfortable, then that's not going to work. You got to be 100% honest with them.
Yeah, transparency.
That is
That's a good
very
one.
key word.
Yeah, transparency is,
you're
and
scared-
communication.
Exactly, because if you're worried to tell them something or you're scared of, then what's the point? Because then you're going to hate the experience, you're going to feel like you're being lied to, and then it stops from there.
Yeah, it's gonna suck.
So,
Just saying. All right, next topic.
know your neighborhood.
Know your neighborhood. Ooh, that one's a good one.
Yeah.
I kind of caught a trend with that, and I just always like to tell people up front, hey, I know I'm showing you this neighborhood for the first time. Let's go look around it, go drive around it, see how you get a feel for it. And what I think is also important is if you look at the neighborhood both day and night, because guess
The differences are day and night.
The differences can be day and night. I mean,
And literally.
like you can go into the neighborhood and then all of a sudden in the day it's like, oh, okay, it's very quiet, there's nothing here. And then guess what? After 5, everyone's home.
A lot of key websites to check out for, because obviously we're not the experts on that stuff. Crime mapping.
Link below.
The number one place you should check out.
Sex offenders.
Sex offenders too.
Link below.
If you have kids, definitely check out the schools. And we've had buyers specifically
below.
who won't go outside of the zip code just for the sake of the schools.
Yeah, and I mean, it's again, it's really important because you're going to be the one living there. We'll give you all the tools and resources we can. We can show you around as much as you want, but ultimately it's going to be your choice to make the decision if you're going to start your life in this neighborhood.
So what's that one thing that you always say to, he says it to everyone pretty much. What is it?
You cannot, no matter if the house looks great, I mean, you can walk into the house, it looks fantastic, but you cannot pick up the house and move it to a different location. You cannot pick up a house and move it out of the neighborhood. So we'll get some folks that
Stuck on the house.
they're very, infatuated by the house. Oh my gosh, this renovation is amazing. I'm like, okay, great.
But the drive to my job is an hour and 10 minutes away.
Exactly. I mean, if you want to live your life like that, cool. We're not gonna judge you. We just want, again, what you want. We want what you want, and we're gonna help you get to that point.
Good vibes only.
Good vibes only.
So yeah. Bing. Know your timeline. Know your timeline.
Know your timeline. Typically in our market, it could take 30 to 45 days to close a home. Of course, there are certain stipulations that are involved with that. We could talk about that later or during our consultation. But main thing is be realistic about moving. Timeline. And because you live in Jacksonville, Florida, a lot of things can play a part, like hurricanes. Well, we got to make sure you're prepared. So you're not taken by surprise. You just want to. We always like to be prepared. Backups. cops. Oh gosh.
Be objective.
Be aggressive. Not aggressive. Be objective. Be objective. All right. Last topic of discussion. Sometimes there are other external factors that happen. If you don't get the house, then maybe it wasn't the right house, to be honest with you. And
Exactly. We put this towards the end because it's kind of the "are you sure you're ready to move forward" type topic. We definitely want to make sure that after we've been through the first 4, that you go, yes, this is my budget. Yes, this is the neighborhood. Yes, you guys are the ones. The time works perfect. I can move in tomorrow or a month from now.
you're
whatever.
pretty much checking everything off your
You're
list.
che-
It's
yeah,
like it's like a
exactly.
pre-check off. You're like, okay, yeah, I think I'm ready to buy a house.
Exactly, because that way, once you understand that these are the obstacles that we're going to encounter, possibly, that you guys are prepared for it. I feel like if we're going through this process, and we'll explain in other podcasts, videos, whatever, that the
Lingo is.
Yeah, the inspections bring up something that's messed up or something, like, don't let it discourage you. This is your home. We need to understand what we need to do to work around this, and that's why we're here. Just, you have to be ready and realistic, and not every house is perfect. Even new builds, we come across new builds where there were issues, believe it or not.
Believe that.
Believe that. Believe that.
So we're gonna try to do these videos every week, hopefully, if not every other week. Start to like, start to subscribe, leave comments, feedback,
Don't be shy.
something that you want to hear from us.
Don't do that thing
We
where you
are
watch the
open.
video and then you just scroll past, or you just double click and
Yeah, don't be
even watch
doing
it.
that.
Yeah. That's it. How do we say bye on these?
Boom.
Should we do it? We're too far away already.
Boom. Nope.